Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Prosper channel, where we talk about prosperity life hacks. I'm Isabella.
Hey everyone, it's Dave, and it's so good to be with you all again. How are you doing today, Isabella?
I'm doing great, Dave. I had a really relaxing weekend. I spent some time just reading in the park. It was simple, but so nice. How about you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was a weekend. It was busy. A lot of family stuff, a lot of stuff in general. But I'm happy to be here, ready to chat.
I know that feeling. Well, we are so happy you are all here with us today. Before we jump into our topic, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode with a friend who might enjoy it. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, please do. Your support means the world to us. Okay, so Isabella, what are we diving into today? I have a feeling it might be related to my stuff comment.
You might be right. Today we're talking about a topic that is close to my heart and can make a huge difference in our daily peace. We're going to explore how minimalism can decrease our stress levels.
Minimalism. I've heard so much about this. It sounds a little scary to me, I have to be honest. I picture an empty white room with just one chair.
That's a common misconception. It's not about getting rid of everything you own. It's about being intentional. It's about keeping the things that add value and joy to your life and letting go of the things that don't. It's about making space, physically and mentally, for what truly matters.
Making space. I like the sound of that. Lately, my house has felt the opposite of spacious. It feels crowded. My wife, Sarah, has been saying it too. We just feel like we're surrounded by clutter, and honestly, it's been making us both a little edgy.
Oh, I completely understand that, Dave. And you're not alone. There's a real scientific connection between physical clutter and mental stress. Our brains are wired to process information from our environment. When our homes are filled with stuff everywhere, our brains have to work overtime just to process all that visual noise.
Visual noise. That's the perfect phrase for it. That's exactly what it feels like. I walk into the living room and there are kids' toys on the floor, a stack of mail on the coffee table, magazines I haven't read on the end table. My brain just feels tired looking at it all.
Exactly. It leads to something called decision fatigue. Every single object in your space is a micro decision. Should I put this away? Where does this go? Do I need this anymore? Your brain gets tired of making all those little decisions, and that leaves you feeling drained and stressed out, even if you don't realize why.
Wow, that makes so much sense. Sarah and I have been snapping at each other over little things, and I think this might be a big part of it. We're just mentally exhausted from the environment. We have this one counter in the kitchen. We call it the everything counter,
Every house has one.
right? Keys, wallets, sunglasses, unopened letters, a broken toy I promised to fix 3 weeks ago, coupons that expired last month. It's a magnet for chaos. And every time I look at it, I feel a little spike of anxiety. Like, I need to clean that. But then I feel too overwhelmed to even start.
That feeling of being overwhelmed is the key. That's the stress we're talking about. Minimalism offers a solution. By intentionally reducing the number of items in your home, you reduce the number of decisions you have to make. You reduce the visual noise. You create a calm and orderly environment where your mind can actually rest.
Okay, so it's not about deprivation, it's about creating calm. I'm starting to get it. So, if I wanted to, try this, where would a person even begin? The thought of tackling my whole house is giving me anxiety right now.
No, don't think about the whole house. That's rule number one. Start small, super small. Don't try to declutter your entire home in one weekend. You'll burn out and give up. Pick one tiny, manageable space.
Like A drawer?
A drawer is perfect. Your junk drawer in the kitchen, maybe, or your nightstand table, just one small area. Set a timer for 15 minutes and just focus on that one spot. Take everything out and then only put back what you actually use and need.
15 minutes. I can do 15 minutes. Okay, so I take everything out of the junk drawer. I'll find old pens that don't work, rubber bands, maybe some soy sauce packets. What do I do with all it?
A great method is the 4-box method. You get 4 boxes or bags and label them keep, donate, trash, and relocate. Keep is for items that belong in that drawer and you'll use. Donate is for things that are still good, but you don't need. Trash is for, well, trash. And relocate is for things that have a home somewhere else in the house, like that screwdriver that should be in the garage.
Keep, donate, trash, relocate. That sounds simple enough. It breaks it down. So I'm not just making one big decision, clean the drawer. I'm making a series of smaller, easier decisions for each item.
Yes, exactly. You're making it manageable for your brain. And when you finish that one drawer, you'll feel this amazing sense of accomplishment. It's a small win, but it builds momentum. You'll look at that clean, organized drawer and feel a little bit of peace. Then next week, you can do another drawer, or maybe a shelf.
I can see how that would work. That little win would make me feel motivated to try another spot. It's much better than looking at the whole garage and just shutting the door because it's too much.
I know, we've all been there. The garage can be the final boss of decluttering, but you'll get there. Another aspect of minimalism that really cuts down on stress is having less to clean and maintain.
Tell me about it. Cleaning the house feels like a never-ending job. It takes us hours on the weekend, and by Monday, it feels like we're back where we started.
Think about it. If your countertops are clear, how long does it take to wipe them down? Maybe 30 seconds? But if you first have to move the mail, the fruit bowl, the blender, the toaster, and 5 other things, it becomes a 10-minute project that you'll probably put off.
That is so true. I put off wiping the kitchen counters all the time because I have to move so much stuff first. It's the same with dusting. I have to pick up a dozen little decorations on a shelf just to dust it.
Right. With fewer things, cleaning is faster and easier. That means you spend less of your precious free time on chores and more time doing things you actually enjoy, like spending time with your family or, reading a book in the park. Less time cleaning means less stress about cleaning.
That sounds like a dream. More time is something we all need. I feel like my wife and I are always running, always busy. A lot of that busyness is just managing our stuff. Finding things, cleaning things, organizing things, buying new things to store the old things.
Buying things to store things? That's a classic trap. We buy organizing bins to organize our clutter, but we're just organizing stuff we probably don't even need. Minimalism helps you break that cycle. You start to become a more conscious consumer.
What do you mean by that? A conscious consumer?
It means before you buy something new, you stop and think. You ask yourself questions like, do I really need this? Where will I store it? Do I have something similar already? Will this item add value to my life, or will it just become more clutter?
I almost never do that. If I see something cool online or in a store and it's not too expensive, I just buy it. It's an impulse, and then it comes home and adds to the pile. Last year, I bought this fancy spiral vegetable slicer. I thought it was so cool.
Let me guess. How many times have you used it?
Twice. I used it twice. Now it's sitting in the back of a cabinet, taking up space, and making me feel guilty every time I see it. It's just another thing.
That guilt is a form of stress. Every item you own that you don't use or love can weigh on you subconsciously. By becoming a more conscious consumer, you stop bringing that stress into your home in the first place. You save money too, which is a huge stress reducer for most people.
Oh, for sure. Saving money would definitely lower my stress. We look at our credit card bill sometimes and wonder where it all went. It's probably on a lot of little things, a lot of clutter.
It often is. So, we've talked about starting small and being a conscious consumer. But what about the hard stuff, Dave? What about the sentimental items? Things that don't have a practical use, but have a lot of emotional meaning.
Ah, yes, the sentimental stuff. That's the hardest part for my wife, Sarah. She has boxes of things from her childhood, our kids' old baby clothes, things her grandmother gave her. We can't just throw those things away.
Of course not. And you don't have to. Minimalism isn't about being cold and getting rid of your memories. It's about honoring them in the best way. For sentimental items, you have a few options. One is to choose the best to represent the rest.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, with your kids' baby clothes, you probably have dozens of little outfits. Instead of keeping all of them in a giant box in the attic, maybe you pick your absolute favorite one or two pieces, the outfit they came home from the hospital in, or their first little pair of shoes. You can put those special items in a beautiful shadow box and hang it on the wall.
Oh, wow, that's a great idea. So instead of hiding the memories in a giant box, you're displaying the most important ones. You get to see them and enjoy them, and they don't take up as much space. Sarah would love that idea.
Exactly. You're turning clutter into treasure. For other things, like a whole collection of your grandmother's teacups, maybe you keep just one to display or use on special occasions. Another great tip for sentimental items you can't keep is to take a beautiful, high-quality photograph of them. Then you can create a photo album of these cherished items. You have the memory and the image without the physical object taking up space.
Take a picture. That's smart. That way you can let the object go without feeling like you're losing the memory associated with it. This is all feeling much more possible now. It's not about erasing your past, it's about curating your present.
That's a beautiful way to put it, Dave. Curating your present. I love that. And your present and future will feel so much lighter. Imagine your mornings. Instead of rushing around a messy bedroom, trying to find a clean shirt in a closet that's packed so tightly you can't see anything.
You're describing my exact morning routine. It's so stressful. I pull out a shirt and 3 others fall off the hanger.
Well, imagine a closet with only clothes that you love, that fit you well, and that you actually wear. You open the doors and everything has space to breathe. You can see all your options clearly. You pick an outfit in 2 minutes and you start your day feeling calm and in control.
That sounds incredible. That one change alone would make my morning 100% less stressful. Decision fatigue, again, right? Choosing what to wear is a decision, and when it's hard, it just drains your energy before the day has really even started.
Yes, exactly. You're getting it. It's all connected. A simplified physical environment leads to a simplified mental environment. You free up all this mental energy that was being wasted on clutter, and you can then use that energy for more important things: your work, your hobbies, your health, your relationships.
It really feels like a domino effect. You clean a drawer, which makes you feel good, so you clean a closet. That makes your mornings easier. Having easier mornings gives you more energy, so you have a better attitude at work. You save money by not buying junk, which reduces financial stress. It all starts with one small action.
That's it. It's a journey, not a destination. You don't just become a minimalist overnight. It's a series of small, intentional choices that you make every day. And it's not about perfection. My home isn't perfectly minimalist all the time. Life is messy. But having the mindset and the systems in place makes it so much easier to reset and get back to that feeling of calm.
This has been so eye-opening for me, Isabella. I always thought minimalism was this extreme all-or-nothing lifestyle, but it's really just the tool. It's a tool to reduce stress and build a more prosperous life in the truest sense of the word. A life rich in time and peace and happiness, not just rich in stuff.
That's the core of it. True prosperity isn't about how much you have, it's about how much you enjoy your life. And it's hard to enjoy your life when you're constantly stressed out by your surroundings.
I'm feeling really inspired.
I think tonight I'm going to go home and tackle that everything counter in the kitchen. Just that one spot. I'm going to use the 4-box method and see how it feels.
That's awesome, Dave. I'm so excited for you. You'll be amazed at how good it feels. And that feeling will spread. Sarah will see it, and she'll feel the calm in that one little corner of the house, and maybe she'll feel inspired to tackle a spot of her own. It can be a really positive thing to do together as a family.
Yeah, I think you're right. Instead of the clutter being a source of tension between us, the process of clearing it could be something that brings us together. We could even get the kids involved in a simple way, like going through their toy box and picking out a few things to donate to other children who don't have as much.
Oh, what a wonderful idea. That teaches them such a valuable lesson about generosity and letting go. It shows them that happiness doesn't come from having the most toys, but from appreciating what you have and sharing with others. Cool.
Wow, okay, my mind is officially changed. Minimalism isn't scary, it's hopeful. It feels like a path to a more peaceful and controlled life. I feel less stressed just talking about it.
That's the first step, realizing that you have the power to change your environment and in turn, change your mental state. It's incredibly empowering. Sweet.
Well, this has been an amazing conversation. I feel like I have a real practical plan to start making a change that will lower the stress levels for my whole family. Thank you, Isabella.
You are so welcome, Dave. And thank you for being so open and sharing your experience. I know so many of our listeners can probably relate to that feeling of being overwhelmed by stuff.
I'm sure they can. And I hope this helps them as much as it helped me. All right, I guess that's about all the time we have for today.
I think it is. To all of our amazing listeners, thank you for joining us on Mr. Prosper channel. We hope this conversation has inspired you.
Yes, and we want to hear from you. Please go down to the comments section and let us know. What is one small area in your home that you could declutter this week? Is it a drawer, a shelf, or maybe the everything counter, like mine? Share your plans with the community.
And don't forget to like this episode, share it with someone you think needs to hear it, and subscribe for more conversations on how to live a more prosperous and peaceful life. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Take care.